Oh, is this how they always announce? Nintendo already confirmed Animal Crossing for Switch would be crossover with their mobile. Did they? Did they actually say that? I never heard them say that. It's not gonna be a proper new game. What? That's not true. It's gonna be a proper Animal Crossing game for sure. I have not seen anything. I didn't watch the direct. I was asleep. Let's just find this bit that you guys are everyone's all talking about on the internet. I would have exploded just from this screen alone. Did they have that little subtitle that said not actual game footage? I assume they didn't actually have that in the direct, otherwise that would have given the game away. Are they speaking Lilac? Oh, is this how they always announce? This is the ultra trolley bit, right? Wow, they literally didn't say anything, and then they threw this at you? Well, that music is powerful stuff, guys. That music is powerful stuff. I can imagine people losing their minds. I'm ultra excited about the Switch game. Basically, that's kind of the reason why this channel exists. And I'll go into it, but first they baited you so hard. Yeah, but it's not baiting if they actually deliver the goods, right? Today's coffee is Peru Delgado. Looks like a slightly higher roast than usual. Let's get that Blaze Blue lounge music going. Wow, this smells really different. It smells really different to usual. Let's make myself a nice large cup to celebrate Animal Crossing. It was a roller coaster of emotions. Yes, but was it a glass cage? I would have screamed. If I saw this live, I would have screamed. I don't even know what an Echo Fighter is. What is an Echo Fighter? Yo! Deforns! Thank you very much for the subscription. Like Fox and Falco and Melee, sorry. It doesn't matter how many times you refer to other things in Smash, I won't know what you're talking about. I played Melee when I was, what? In school. And I have tried to watch it. I have tried to watch Smash at EVO. I could not get into it. Explain it to me like you're explaining something to a Street Fighter. Explain it how you would explain it to someone who likes Street Fighter. For example, Roy is an Echo Fighter of Marth. One's tip of the sword is... Yo, Edgy Berserker, thank you very much. Whoa! I think this is the first time I've seen a 3-month resubscription. Oh my goodness. Here's something that's kind of exciting that I bought the other day, which cost like $50. It's made by Thermos. I'm gonna drink Starbucks. But the reason I got this is because it does that. I feel much more secure if I've got a canister that locks like this. The only thing is that all drinks in these Thermos canisters always end up way too hot. So how many people in the chat have actually played Animal Crossing? How many of you people are just, you know, excited because I'm excited? And how many people are excited because they actually like Animal Crossing? You've got 1,000 hours on Animal Crossing? I don't know if I have 1,000 hours, but then again, I never counted, so I do have a lot of them. Or maybe it says in the settings somewhere. You started Animal Crossing on GameCube. Whoa, you're way earlier than I was. All right, Mr. Lin95, you're way earlier than I was. I first played Animal Crossing with the last one. What's it called? Jump Out. Leap. A New Leaf? New Leaf? Is that what it's called in English? All right, guys. Today's coffee is Peru Delgado. I have a good feeling about this one. Time for another relaxing session on Classic FM. Don't you love a good microphone that deepens the voice of anyone who comes close to it? And how about narrators and radio DJs who always go up at the middle of the sentence and then go down at the end and then up in the next sentence and then down again at the end of the next sentence? Perhaps you've heard a YouTuber who sounds like this. Perhaps you haven't. Perhaps you find these sentences interesting and perhaps you don't. All right, let's get this coffee out. Peru! So the reason Animal Crossing is so exciting for me is because it predates the channel, actually. It's from the era known as... NihongoGamer is a website. It's from the era known as... I didn't even really write that much on it. Well, that's not true. I wrote one. We all wrote one each. There were like 4 people who wrote articles. There were like 4 people who made articles. One of them was about Chrono Trigger, how to learn Japanese with Chrono Trigger. Another one was how to learn Japanese with Catherine, the game. There was another one that was how to use like Japanese dictionaries, how to find the dictionaries that make it easier to like search for the kanji and stuff, like iOS apps and stuff. You love Catherine. I've actually never played it. It's a psychosexual game. I've actually never played it. And the other one was Animal Crossing by a friend of mine. She wrote the article for me. It was really good. And unfortunately, it's gone now because I deleted the website. I just couldn't be bothered with it anymore. And so she wrote this article about how to learn Japanese with Animal Crossing. And one of the points she made that was really excellent is that in Animal Crossing, one of the main things that you can do in the game, because it's a bit like Minecraft in that you kind of create your own goals. One of the main goals in Animal Crossing is collecting all 4,000 items in the game. As far as I'm aware, there are 4,000 items in the game. And if you imagine, if you know that to speak Japanese, you need an average of 2,000 Japanese words. And that's not just 2,000 vocabulary words. I mean, I think that mixes and matches between knowing hiragana, katakana, a bit of kanji, a bit of vocabulary, and a bit of grammar. But essentially, you generally need to know about 2,000. Well, yeah, I think to get a job as well, to be conversational in Japanese, you want like 2,000 words or so. You can have conversations with only 10 words. But when you want to feel like you've finally learned Japanese, not completely learned it, but you've got a grasp here. I'll do the gesture. When you've got a grasp on the Japanese, it's when you've done about 2,000 words. And anyway, we did this article, and I was like, okay, this is the website I wanted to build. I wanted to build a place where people could read articles about which Japanese games to import if they want to learn Japanese, and secondly, to upload their own dictionary entries. I thought they could export, Excel spreadsheets of the words that they learned, because other people can download those spreadsheets into their own app to use as flashcards. And one of my most exciting triumphs with the website was I actually convinced the guy who makes the Japanese dictionary app. It's just called Japanese. I actually emailed him and convinced him to include an Excel spreadsheet import feature just so that I could use his app as a flashcard app, because his was the best one at the time. They used like spaced repetition, and other apps just didn't really understand how to do that properly. I actually emailed him, and he was just like, yeah man, I'll include that as a feature. I think he develops the app from Fukuoka. I think he lives in Japan. So that was really exciting for me, and I was like, okay, so Animal Crossing is a game where you can learn like 4,000 Japanese words. But what was even more interesting is that I have experienced being a newbie in... No, Brandon, we're not playing Doom today. I have experienced being a newbie in Japan. And in Animal Crossing, you do almost all the same things that you do when you first arrive in Japan. Because if you've ever played Animal Crossing, and if you haven't, I'll just quickly explain. You arrive in a new town, you don't know anyone, you almost don't really know why you're there, right? You're not even really sure what your job is. And then you're brought to the town hall. It's called the Yakuba. And at the Yakuba, you're given things like tasks like go find yourself an address, go find yourself money, go find yourself friends, go pick some flowers. You're just given all these random tasks. And what's really funny is that that's pretty much exactly what happened when I first arrived in Japan. When I first arrived in Japan, they're just like, okay, you need to go and here's your key, go find your house. All right, go down the road, you need to go and make this thing, you need to sign this document, you need to talk to this guy. And then the whole process takes like a few days, and in Animal Crossing it's the same. It takes a couple days. You gotta wait for your campsite to get built. You gotta wait until your campsite is upgraded into a house. You gotta wait until you've got money coming in. You have to find a way to make money, which is through that recycling. I don't know if I put this here, will you actually be able to see it? Oh yeah. And I thought to myself, hang on a minute. This Animal Crossing thing is like a life simulator in Japanese. Wouldn't it be cool if people used Animal Crossing to learn Japanese? And you know, the article that my friend made was mostly about the 4,000 vocabulary words. But for me, it was the fact that just the game itself, coming into a new place, not knowing anyone, and having to learn how to live the Animal Crossing way in Japanese, seems like such a good idea that that's how I came up with the idea, I think, to make like videos for the channel. And I don't think I jumped straight to it, right? Because the first few videos were actually just unboxings, you know, I didn't even know what I was really going to do with the channel. But it was in my mind that people are not reading these articles, they are watching videos though. In fact, I was watching a lot of videos. I was too lazy to read, I just wanted to watch videos. And that worked out really well for me. And so I thought it would work out well for other people as well, people who want to... This is gonna be so hot, I'm really worried about this. I love pretending that I can smell coffee. This is really important. It's important that we stop talking about whatever we were talking about so that I can just drink coffee. Oh no, a YouTube link of the usual suspects reacting to Nintendo announcements? I'm not sure about that. I can't watch those anymore. I realize that some of them are real, but some of them are just so fake, I just can't watch them anymore. It's floral. It feels farmed. Farmed and floral. Did Naoto get uber buffed? I didn't even notice. Oh no, yeah, I saw the combo into the insta-kill. I saw the... what is it? It's the shooting one, where she does 236. 236C or 236B into the insta-kill. I need to get on that after I relearn how to play the game. But getting back to this talk about Animal Crossing, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the original videos I did with Animal Crossing. They're very old and kind of embarrassing. Learn Japanese in Animal Crossing #1. Getting started.
Hello and welcome to another NihongoGamer.
Oh, that's right! That's one of the best features about Animal Crossing in Japanese, is that compared to a lot of other games, this one actually has furigana, those tiny little words here. And that means you can actually pronounce the words and actually look them up in a dictionary. A lot of games, like Persona, for example, like they're aimed at the slightly older teenage audience, and so they're supposed to already know what the kanji say. This is aimed at like elementary schoolers, but in the end, it was just tons of sort of working age 20 to 30s. It was like women in their 20s, and it's probably because they all played the GameCube game as well. Like, women in their 20s are obsessed with Animal Crossing in Japan. It's so funny. Yo! Liku Hope, thanks for the follow. This is such good Japanese. If you're learning Japanese, this is such good Japanese. Something I also wanted to point out that's really exciting for the new world, this new age of games being announced, is that this isn't just an announcement about a game, right? This is an announcement about careers. Because a lot of people see this stuff and they don't go, oh cool, a new Animal Crossing game. They see this announcement and they go, oh wow, my new career. Because people who stream every day for like 8 hours a day, that's like having a job, right? So when they see this, they're just like, whoa, my new profession. This is what I'm gonna do 8 hours a day for 5 days a week. Or for some people, like 7 days a week, you know? So it's like, to make it clearer, it's a bit like looking at, it's like watching a Nintendo Direct and going, ooh, you don't see Smash and Animal Crossing, you go, ooh, doctor, builder, postman, and you're like thinking about which one you'd like to do. And that's why game announcements are completely different in terms of hype level compared to where they were before, because now it's like, this isn't just a fun thing that people can partake in, you know, a few times a week. This is something that people will do every day. It's their job now. Oh, it's so embarrassing! Oh, I can't. But I must.
So I'll show you
Vocabulary.
at the front so you can see what book it is.
You absolutely can learn Japanese by playing Animal Crossing.
And at the back
Liku Hope.